The Black Swan by Beverly Oliver. The huge fireplace with its mighty earth stones covers a full wall of the tavern. I wonder when the bloody thing was built. It must be at least 200 or 300 years old, probably part of some grand lord's castle back in the 13th century. Well, it's my home now, this tavern. There's a tavern for every day's ride in the countryside of England these days, but none of them compare to the jewels we got here in the Cotswolds. This is the best bloody land in the country. The soil's so rich you can eat it. Deep red it is, full of iron and steel. The kids grow strong here, and their faces is rosy red as the soil. I know. I've lived here all my life. Born just 2 miles west of the Black Swan I was. Always knew I would end up working in the Black Swan Tavern one day. Not that I'm complaining, it's a good life, 'tis. The men that come in here, they like a red-faced wench like me. First thing they see when they come through that heavy wooden door is me, long black hair with eyes to match. They smile me right off, and I know they're thinking, well, there is the Black Swan herself. Now, don't you go supposing that I'm all full of myself. There's plenty of girls around that are prettier than me. I don't mean to be bragging, it's just that I know I fit here, and the men, they know it too. See, the locals, they go to the Bull and the Rose. That's their tavern. The men that come to the Black Swan are gentlemen, mostly tired and thirsty from the 3-day ride from London. They come to trade goods, to buy market wares that they can only find in the Cotswolds, or, I fancy, they come to see me. I do lots more than serve beer and the men, if you know what I mean. And when they get to drinking, making up wild songs, telling jokes, and playing their wits off against each other, I ain't shy to say I can keep up with the best of 'em. Many a night we laugh and we sing until dawn. It's best when it's Bobby that comes to laughing with me. He keeps me laughing. A real teaser, that one is. Pinches my bottom, makes fun of me with his bawdy jokes. But when he's got me in his arms, he's as gentle as a lamb, and his touch is soft and cool as lace. He's 23, same as me, but with all his worldly ways, I feel like a child with him. His hair is sandy blonde, and it always hangs like a weeping willow across his forehead. Come on, girl, he calls. Are you going to just sit there where my legs are aching for a dance? He swings me up into his arms, and we circle the floor as the fiddler saws the jolly robin. Sometimes, when we're dancing, he gets a bit sloppy with his steps, and when I'm off balance, he lets his hands fly all over me body before I can find my feet. He's always the last to leave. In bed after, he looks at me real serious. Then straight into me heart, he talks to me like I'm his best friend. My father says it's time I stopped spending so much time riding the road. He wants me to learn the business in London and stay put. Can you imagine me in a yardage store all day managing a business? I can't imagine you anywhere but here, I say. And that's the truth. I've never been to London, let alone a proper yardage store. It's with you I want to be, he says. And I believe him. I know he laughs and plays with me more than he ever will with the ladies of London. But I am not for marrying, and they are. Oh, I see the fine ladies that come to the famous Cotswold market, carried in their gilded coaches drawn by white, perfectly groomed horses. The other girls at the Black Swan, they glow green with envy and wish they'd been born to a higher state. But I think only of Dill, my sweet grey mare, and with her between my legs we gallop the hills and the moors. What do I want with carriages and gold? The wild marigolds are my gold. The wind and the speed are my carriage. These fine ladies are lifeless, white-faced dolls to me. Their perfect postures held in place with sharp stays that dig into their ribs. I've seen them eat so dainty with the right fork. Give me the Black Swan with its huge stone hearth, and they can take their fancy parlors in their perfect manners. I swing my bare leg across a bar stool. One day, Bobby, my sweet love, you'll stop coming. You'll leave me for a fine lady of your own class. Never, he swears. But we both know the day is soon. I'll never find the likes of him again. Never in my life. And knowing that puts a sad pain in me heart. I walk the heath just before dawn breaks. I take off my shoes and I feel the red earth slide between my toes. The ground is scattered with smooth, worn stones. 300 years ago, someone gathered stones like these and built the Black Swan's mighty hearth. This is my home. The first rays of the sun lick the sky behind the hills. I run back to the tavern barn to harness Dill. Well, this is the perfect hour to mount my mare and ride.